name is Pablo Perez, and I am going to be doing a presentation on positive psychology in orphans. Positive psychology is pretty much a current movement in psychology that emphasizes healthy functioning with concern for immediate experiences and positive emotions such as happiness. There are several influential concepts in orphans. There's the subject of well-being, which is pretty much how happy or satisfied an individual is with his or her life. It pretty much measures effect with a balance of more positive than negative emotions. Subjective well-being also refers to how people experience and evaluate their lives. Flow is a state of deep engagement in an activity that is characteristic of individuals. It's most easily visualized in the solitary experience of creative individuals, such as artists and musicians that are deeply engaged in their work. There's also a concept called intrinsic motivation, which is doing an activity for the sake of the activity itself. Pretty much doing the activity for the satisfaction of doing the activity, which pretty much states that positive psychology is extremely concerned with helping people to find those activities in which the joy is intrinsic to the effort. They don't want to do an activity they're forced to do. They don't want to do an activity that they have to do. They want to do an activity that they want to do and they feel good about doing it. Orphans with positive psychology, they have to be extremely optimistic. Optimism pretty much is the tendency to expect positive rather than negative outcomes. Optimistic people are usually people that expect the future to be better than the past. You never want to have a bad experience in your life and keep on looking back at it, because it'll have a negative impact on your life. Orphans within positive psychology also have to be resilient. The good thing about resiliency is that it's not simply a trait. It's a set of habits or skills that can be taught. It's not something you're born with. It's pretty much a strength to survive stressful situations or those in which one is mistreated. There's several promises of positive psychology. It's the building on humanistic psychology foundation. It reminds us to feed our understanding of the human potential for good. It also aims to expand on the humanistic legacy by making it more scientific. It's also building a foundation of solid research that can provide for more certain guidance for actualizing the positive visions of humanism in the real world where personality lives. And personality is affected in orphans. The main effectiveness in orphans is poor self-regulation. They tend to have difficulties with sustaining goal-directed behavior, such as solving strategies and methods towards achieving goals. Right now I'm going to talk about Dalai Lama with a speech in the Seed of Love and Compassion he gave. The seed must be nourished by parental love, must be fostered by teachers and incorporated in order to have a society whose members are compassionate. As he said in the speech, this is only when people can approach life with genuine concerns for others will they then experience inner peace and mental comfort. The Seed of Love and Compassion is his speech he gave. And he was pretty much saying that his mother was extremely compassionate towards other children, not just himself. She cared about other people, not just her son. She had an extremely positive attitude. Positivity is a key to happiness. Positivity is a key to life. Everybody comes from our mother, which pretty much means that everybody comes from the same seed of compassion. Throughout his speech, Dalai Lama mentioned a lot that we need common sense, because we are conscious about the things we do in life. We have to be aware, cognizant, and we have mental processes of which a person is aware. Compassion is the number one subject he talked about in his speech. Compassion is pretty much the sympathetic pity and concern for the sufferings or misfortunes of others. We have to be compassionate of other people. So we have to try to keep a calm compassionate mind, which increases the positivity bodily elements. This is my presentation. I'm Paulo Perez, and thank you very much.